Okay, one more. I'm back. Also, while you have your mama, while you have your father, anyone in your life you think is important, don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till you're at the funeral. Don't wait till they're in the hospital bed and they say they only have so much time to live. Don't wait till that time. And I didn't wait. My sisters and my sisters said, "You always hanging around mama. You always with mama. You ain't got no life. You ain't got nothing to do. You always hanging around mama." Um, and then my friends and family of my mom would say I'm her shadow. I was always around mama. Now I had my own life. I'm gonna have my own life again. But as I said, I'm 41 years old. It's so much to learn in life. It is so much to learn in life. And I'm not through learning at 41. There's a lot to learn. And I'm a little bit crazy. That's why I say to myself so much. I keep myself tight. People say, "Oh, you're so nice and sweet and cute. You got the little dimples." Yeah, I'm crazy too. I'm that kind of crazy that I stay away from people. I don't go that many places. I don't get in certain situations, such as I I have a sexual life, or I had a sexual life, but I was always cautious about who I laid down with, and I still am to this day. Things are getting ready to change stuff. Um, I you don't want to have a child by the wrong person, or the right person you thought was right, but you end up, after you get pregnant or whatever, that a wrong person. That child grows up and becomes that person. Or in the midst of growing, that child is half of you and half of that person. And those little mannerisms or behaviors or attitudes are in that child. And you tell that child a certain thing, or the child hangs around a certain type of people while they're out, and bring that energy home to you, bring that vibe home to you. I'm crazy. So, and then just a little insight. I was hit by a car. Well, you all know that I was hit by a car at the age of 4. But I don't act like it. I don't dress like it. I don't. You gotta dress and look and act the part when you go to get to these government assistance programs to get this assistance. Um, And one of the little last letters that I got, they said, "You don't look the part. You live in a nice neighborhood. You speak real well. You you live in a nice neighborhood. Your mom and dad have a good had good jobs. You're raised in a good neighborhood because they ask you questions in there. They want to know what's going on with you. And I'm not one to lie. I don't. I like to write. I know how to have characters in my book. But me personally, when it comes to life, I'm not a good actor. I'm gonna be my truthful self when I go out. I'm not gonna put on the front of our show. I'll let you see nothing, then make you no, that's not me. So when I would have to go down for the interviews or whatever to get this assistance, when I was doing that, um, I couldn't I couldn't the way they wanted you to look, I couldn't look that way. I had to have my earrings on. I had to have my hair done. I had to take a bath that night. I had to have on some good clothes. Um, not Macy's, not Louis Vuitton and Gucci, but and Hermes, but I had on some decent clothes. Um, so they took me off of disability. And the only reason I got on disability to begin with, I was getting on disability um, for several years. But that's when I was 29, 20, 30, no, 30, in my 30s, I think it was. Um, I was living, I had gone through my experience. I had gotten married, moved, visited out of state, um, came back. I talk about that in my first book, The Breath in Her, Breathe Through. It's on Amazon. Um, I was married. I visited my husband in another state because I talk about that in my book. So that didn't work out. A month later, a few weeks in, I came back. I left the 1st of March. My dad sent for a ticket to get me back at the end of March, of that year. So, I moved in with Dad, and Dad was living in a zone with everybody, the whole community. Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, the baby, the newborn, everybody had disability. Everybody had something wrong. Everybody had some money. But it's all about zoning. If you live a certain place, and if you live in a certain zone, a certain area code, yeah, you can get it. You can get it real good. But I know about the lighting and the switches and all that kind of stuff, and the street lights and the air and the pollution and the chemtrails and all. I know about all that kind of stuff. So I didn't get it. I forgot what I was talking about too. What I was getting to on that, but I didn't get to I didn't this get on disability. So when I came back home to be with Mom after the death of my little sister, um, I wasn't on disability because I got off this. Well, they kicked me off of disability because they said I didn't fit the standard. I wasn't comfortable enough for them. I wasn't. I'm not talking about anybody. I wasn't a sorry looking, depressed, low income, mentally challenged person. We know you actually went through something. We got this paperwork saying you got hit by a car as a child, and you spent this time in a coma, and we know all this, and we talked to doctors, but you still don't look the part, so you can't get this assistance. But yeah, talking about Mom and being and eating with your mom. So when I came back, when it was time for us to eat, I ate with Mom. So in this condition, this new journey she's on now, whatever, what Mom says, and you can see my little roll right here, or whatever. But but so and that's another thing. That leads me to another topic I can talk about. When you have to remember or take heed or listen to your own self when it's time for you to rest or to take care of yourself or to work out for your health. So with health being said, I've always been a person that tried or made it a point to stay in shape, do something, lift some weights, go walking, something. If I can't do one thing because of my disability, walking, for instance, because my hip just won't let me do it no more, walk long distances at the age of 41. Getting old kind of sucks, but it's beautiful. Um, I couldn't do that. I had to change the routine. I can't do certain kicks or squats I used to do because of my hips, so I had to change the routine. So now taking care of mom and having to lift and pull, lift and help sit and out. I do all the twisting and squatting and everything. I'm in the best shape ever, but at the same time, and I don't doubt this, I love each moment of it. When mom wants to eat a cookie and she wants me to eat one, and get a cookie, eat with your mother. I'm gonna get me a cookie and eat with my mother. When my mother wants to eat a Reese's Pieces cup, get a Reese's, eat with your mother. Share. When my mother wants me to have a drink, I'm gonna have a drink with my mother. Enjoy those moments. Enjoy those moments with your parents, because when they're gone, hopping over in a casket, hoping, making a scene at the gravesite or the funeral, that's not gonna bring mama back. You can't get that love back. You can have those memories. I have memories of my dad, but I know I was a good daughter. I was a daughter who behaved. I respected her and respected her father. I was a daughter who listened to her father. I miss my dad so, but now that mom is, and I'm speaking healing, positivity, you know, positive things over my mom consistently when I'm not around her, when I am around her. So I believe she's going to heal and come back, and she said she keeps that in her mouth as well. She's a big faith woman. If we didn't go to, she kept us in church as children. So with that being said, I know I'm all around the place in this video. I know that, thinking about things, but it's so much to think about. There's so much to remember, but there's a balance there that makes me think of something else. My mom once told me, and I probably said this before on one of my videos. She said, "I got so many things going through my head. I don't want to listen to the opinions of others." Now, for a 63-year-old that has lived and prospered through life, those are some big words when I look at them, when I think about them. But yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I'm getting quiet, and it's time to eat. I cooked some greens, and I must the greens, and don't tell her, but she wanted some. When mom, and that's not another thing. When mom tells you to cook or go buy a certain thing from the store, when your mom or dad tells you to go cook or buy a certain thing when your mom tells you, I'm getting tongue tied and trying to talk too fast. But when your mom or dad tells you to cook or go buy some things from the store or go pick up something from this fast food restaurant or whatever restaurant they're talking about, go get it. Mom wanted some dressing yesterday. She's been talking about dressing for the past 2 days. So yesterday, I went and got some chicken to put in the dressing. I boiled the chicken. While the chicken was boiling, back there talking to Mom, I don't want chicken no more. We'll say, I don't want dressing no more. We'll say that for Thanksgiving. Okay. I'm going to put this chicken up. She wanted some greens. I got that chicken broth and put it up in them greens. And that's my broth for the greens. And man, I just tasted them greens. The right seasoning, and when you know how to add it and put your onion in it, baby, I'm going to enjoy these greens. And this other one, she wants some mac and cheese too. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.